How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here, bringing you guys live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Boston Bruins taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. We just got through with covering the, the Penguins game, so we're back. No countdown, unfortunately, because, again, it was very quick. Let's go ahead and get the chat pulled up over here. We're kind of scrambled because that Penguins game went very long. I think that's the right one. Yep, that's the right one. There we go. So here we go. The Bruins working with it to the near side. I almost said Penguins because the Penguins and Bruins basically have the same color schemes. But here we go. The Bruins passing up through center to the far side, and it's going to be a whistle. Okay. Let me put this ear in. That way I can hear what's going on. And go over here, go over here. All right, so we are rolling. And look at the Bruins, 794 points percent since January 1st. Let me go ahead and move this over here. Don't need them. And here come the Flyers passing over to the far side. Trying to battle for it now at center. Going to the near side. The Flyers into the offensive end with a chance. Over to the near side. Down low behind the net. Going to be taken for the Bruins there by Zadorov. Along the boards to the far side. Kept on in there. Going to be by Matvei Michkov for the Flyers. And we got a penalty coming up against the Bruins, I think. Nikita Zadorov going to the sin bin here. Let's go ahead and put that power play up. Okay. I also forgot I need to lower the camera angle a little bit. Go ahead and lower that angle. Let's lower the Crosby jersey. Okay. There we go. So we are ready to roll. Flyers on the power play. And the faceoff going to be won over to the near side, down low by the Bruins. Sending it over to the far side with a chance. Clearing it all the way out is going to be Boston. Moving it around. Let me move this around, actually. And over to the near side. Here come the Flyers with a chance. Sending it down low. Let's see, what's good? I can't believe the Rangers won. Penguins did good also. Yeah, but that was the problem is that's the game the Penguins could not lose. They have way too many high caliber opponents in the month of March to lose that game to the Rangers. You know what I mean? Like, you have teams like the Canes 3 times. You have the Avalanche twice, the Knights twice, the Bruins twice, Buffalo. You know what I mean? 14 out of 17 games in March are against teams currently in playoff positions. Man, we got Trippy saying in. Dang, it's been a while since I checked in. Flew past that 500. We did. Like, the November into December was like a crazy explosive period for this channel. Much thanks to the audience for that. And glory be to Christ, too, for the growth in this channel, because it's all in his hands. But here we go. Zegras to the near side to Dvorak. Into the offensive end. Drysdale, wing to wing to Konechny. Sending it across near side. Bobby Brink passing to Dvorak. Not going to go. Along to the far side. Konechny over to Zegras. Top of the zone. Over to Drysdale. Sending it around now. Over to the far side from Konechny to Zegras. Moving it around now. Zegras to the near side to Drysdale. Drysdale with that puck. Sending it around, down over to Zegras again. Trying to convert on the power play opportunity. Ready to roll. Igor's going to shoot out, so I feel like if Fuego said he might have had it. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is that it's just... And the thing is, Egg, if I'm being honest, the Rangers were kind of handed that game. A shot in front chance denied. Nice defense there. Nice job by the goalie for Boston. But over to the near side, shot goes high. And we got a whistle. But the other thing, Egg, I know that you gotta be better than the bad calls, but the Rangers made a challenge on the Penguins' second supposed goal for goalie interference. There was the only potential cause of goalie interference is the goalie was trying to get his leg, instead of coming from behind him to perpendicular, he wanted to bring it in front, and he couldn't do that because of Mantha. But, like, come on, that didn't affect the save. And they said that was goalie interference, taking the Pens' second goal off, which would have been 3 goals for the Pens in regulation. But can't change the past. Got to be better than the bad calls. Pasternak passing up now into the offensive end to the near side. Comes back to Pasta. Down into the corner and trying to send it around the far side. Taken back by the Flyers. Moving it up now through the near side. Connecting into the offensive end for the Flyers. Back on into the near corner, and it's going to be iced. In the meantime, let me go ahead and up this just a little bit here. What's going on my phone here? What's up? What's up, phone? What are you? Okay, so let me see here. Let me go ahead and pull up everything else I need to pull up for this so I can work on my whiteboard as well, because I don't have the whiteboard done for this game. So here we go to the near side, top of the zone. The Bruins sending it in. Shot going to be gloved by Vladar. All right, let me go ahead and find the Flyers. Where are you, Flyers? There you are. So we're going to be doing a little bit of behind-the-scenes work while we're covering this game here. Got to do a little bit of the setup that I never got to do for this. Okay, Bruins. Let me move my thing over here. I'm going to be calling the game and writing the whiteboard all at the same time because I don't have, I have to do with everything. 2888. That's the thing. Being a small channel, I don't have a team, so I can't have anyone prep a whiteboard like this. But I also like to prep it. It allows me to have the muscle memory. So here we go. The Flyers sending it to the neutral zone, but the Bruins taking it back in. A chance. Geeky shot. Gloved. Not going to be gloved. Over to the far side boards. Moving it up the other way. Here come the Flyers. Going to be off of the stick of Grabenkin. Moving it around now to the near side through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Geeky not able to control it. Going to be back on into the corner around to the far side. Moved out by the Flyers. Here comes your chance. And around the near side back into the offensive end. Geeky, can he control it to Pasta? Tied up along the boards. Down on into the corner. Let's see. Under 7. We'll see. We will see. 14:37 to go here in the first period. 3 shots to 1 for the Flyers. Still no goals. Looking for our first goal over to the near side. Down low behind. That's going to be McAvoy to the near side. Moving it up the other way. Here come the Bruins into the offensive end. That's going to be Henry Yokiharu to the near side. Died up into the corner. Not Pasta going to be in there. It's going to be Zaka in there. To the far side along the boards. Puck gets cleared out and it's going to be iced. Let's see, 11, 18, 71. I have 11, 18, and 71. Bingo. 39, 81, 93. 39, 81, 93. Bingo, bango, bongo. 47, 52, 84. 47, 52, and 84. Awesome. What about defense? 45, 73. 45, and 73. Bingo. 6 and 27. That is both good. 20 and 91. Yep. I have all the Bruins. I got a bingo with Boston. Here we go. They're taking a look at some of the executives here as the Bruins sending it down low. McAvoy around to the near side, trying to get that puck. Sending it around to the far side, taken back by the Flyers. Moving it up through center. Here comes your chance. Gets cleared all the way up. And the Bruins taking it back in the defensive end for now. Working with it now through center into the offensive end they go. Over to the far side, Middlestat not able to control it. The Flyers getting it to the far side. That's going to be off of Drysdale. Working with that puck. Moving it up through center. And over to the near side they go. Into the offensive end. That's going to be off a couple of sticks. But taken back by the Bruins. Coming up the other way. Through center into the offensive end. And back on in behind the net. And it's going to be iced by the Bruins. 11, 22, 46. 11, 22, and 46. 10, 27, 39. 10, 27, and 39. That's a bingo. 14, 29, 74. 14, 29, and 74. 19, 44, 91. 19, 44, 91. I need to write you down. Number 91. He is a forward, and that is Carl Grundstrom. So here we go to the top of the zone. That's going to be from York across ice over to the near side. York back on the puck again. Back up to the point. Sending it to the far side. Shot. Not going to go around. Down low. Taken back by the Bruins. And here comes a chance. 2-1. None on the breakaway. Middlestat shot. Shot again. Not going to go. How did they not punch it in? And that was Isomo, not Middlestat. My bad. But how? Over to the near side, up on into the offensive end they go towards the near side, taken by Aspero to the far side, passing across, up into the offensive end for the Bruins to the near corner, tied up down low, into the corner, over to the far side, back up in front, shot! Nice little maneuver there, puck goes wide left, over to the far side corner, tied up, and Vladar gonna get on top of that. All right. Let's see, 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 9, 24, 36, 55, 24, 36, and I need to write down 55. We got Noonsy saying, I think it'll be a close game. I think so too. I think we are in store for a very good game today. Number 55, you are a defenseman. I still need to work on my whiteboard. Rasmus Ristolainen. Okay, Ristolainen. You were an Olympian. I remember you. You were an Olympian for who was it? Was it Sweden? Let's see. Penguins got cheated. I think they did. It was that goal. It was that stinking goal that got called back, but you got to be better than the bad calls. You know, you're going to get bad calls against you. You got to be better than them. You know, you can't just expect that every call is going to go your way and not be ready. Egg saying 4-2 Bruins. I could see that. I mean, the Flyers are in desperation mode right now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are in desperation because they are currently, I think, like something like 10 points out of a playoff spot or 8 points with no games in pocket. So the Flyers desperately need this game. Whereas the Bruins can afford to lose it, especially with their schedule, but you'd want to win it for the security. Okay, let's go back into offensive lines for my whiteboard. Yeah, this whiteboard has saved me time and time again of a lot of knowledge knowing. So, number 92 is Nadinov. Kuznetsov. Number 28, Lindholm. Okay, and then there is also Pasternak. Let's see. Man, when the goal was called back, I had a feeling the game would literally come down to that. I kind of did too, and it did, but you got to be better than the bad calls too. We didn't retire the jersey. It gets a little toasty down here because I don't have slippers, and like I just don't really wear socks when I stream either, so my toes get a little cold, so I put on the heater, but then the heat rises, so I need to take off a layer because I was like sweating. Rangers don't slip the refs at 20. Pens win 3-2 regulation. Yeah, but also you don't know if the Pens get that second goal in theory if I want to play devil's advocate. So, you know, you got to be better than the bad calls. That's what I always say that. Middlestat. All right, so here we go to the near side. Puck goes loose into the Bruins defensive end. Boston gonna recover it off of the stick of Zadorov. Up through center, taken back by Sanheim. Over into the offensive end. Never mind. Back and across to the near side in the defensive end. The Flyers with possession. All right. So here we go to the far side into the offensive end. Tied up for that puck. The Bruins taking it back out of the defensive end. Yes, agreed. Socks suck. So I use a heater. Like, there's a little space heater. It's like yay big, but it can get a lot of heat. So I use that for my toes because, like, the studio, I'm not gonna lie, the studio's in the basement. So this is like the coolest area that I could be in the house. So I gotta use the heater to help me, you know, stay warm. But here we go, the Flyers moving it up. Oh, I gotta press a button on my remote. Otherwise, the cable box will enter into standby. But to the near side, the Bruins trying to clear the zone, and they are going to end up... Oh, we got a whistle. Never mind. Okay, that we got number 71, Arvidsson. Arvidsson, is that... Oh, we got a fight! We got Deslauriers taking on... That's going to be number 84. That's a big chance here at center ice. Going Desjano. They're trading punches on the Flyers logo. Deslauriers' helmet comes off. Still grabbing each other. Deslauriers doing a lot of punches. But it's going to be Jeannot that is like controlling the fight. He's getting quality over quantity. Deslauriers is just trying to dish out punch after punch after punch. They are circling back towards the blue line to the far side. Still going at it. Big shots by Jeannot at the defenseless Deslauriers' head. Without a helmet and getting around now, trying to wrap it around. The bodies are colliding and they're giving each other. They're hugging it out. They chose peace over love. They chose to hug it out. I gotta say, oh, a little bit of blood on there by the nose there of Deslauriers. I love calling fights when I'm calling a hockey game, man. That is just awesome. That is just awesome. Number 81, Isimol. Okay. Just trying to make sure I have everything here. Okay, so they're trying to sort out what happened leading up to that fight. Number 39, Geeky. How am I doing in fantasy, by the way? I have a fantasy team. I have no clue how I'm doing in fantasy today. I'm losing so far. Oh, I didn't get a lot of points for the Penguins game. Oh my gosh. Stuart Skinner got me 0.6 points. So here we go, into the far side, battling for possession around towards the near. Out in front, going to be taken back by the Bruins coming up the other way, and they're going to clear it out. Racing forward is going to be Arvidsson into the corner in front of the net with a chance. Taking Zacha, not able to get a shot to the near side, coming out the other way, and the Flyers cleared out, no icing. All right, so coming around the near side, Zacha passing up. Here comes Arvidsson into the offensive end, passing to Middlestat, not able to connect. Going back the other way is going to be the Flyers. Off of the stick of Bobby Brink to the far side, wide angle shot, loose in front of the net. That was your chance, and the Flyers couldn't convert. But there we go, Brink over to the far side, still in the offensive end, sending it down, and going to be gloved. Swayman getting away with a lot on that one, not gonna lie. All right, number 84. That is going to be Jeannot. Then we got number 52, Corrali. Okay, and then we got on that forward line, Kostelic, number 47. Okay. Let's go over to the Flyers. Still haven't finished up the whiteboard, and it's already 10:32 to go in the first period. But over to the near side, here come the Flyers, keeping it into the offensive end, into the corner to the near side. Clearing it out the other way, tied up right in front of the scorer's box, and over near the penalty box. Puck goes back, Bruins still have possession, wing to wing. Over to that far side, now across to Pasta, through center to the offensive end. Into the near side, trying to pass back. Loose into the offensive end for the Bruins, sending it towards the net and going to be kept by Vladar to the far side. Played now by Sanheim. Along the boards, coming up the other way into the offensive end. Zegras with a shot, denied by Swayman. Over to the near side, trying to move it up the other way along the boards. Trying to clear it up and going to be taken back by Zegras in the defensive end. 4 shots on goal for the Bruins, 5 for the Flyers. 9:45 to go in this first period. Into the offensive end, the Flyers going to send it, chasing it back on in behind to the near side. Tied up, and that's going to be taken back by Couturier to the near side. Along the boards, off the stick of Grabenkin, down low into the corner. Tied up now, it's going to be, taking it is going to be Tippett. Tied up, bodies colliding, body hits the ground. Let the bodies hit the ice. Let the bodies hit the ice. Let the bodies hit the ice. So over to the near side. Take it out the other way if the Bruins can get possession. Back in behind the Flyers, still with it. Over to the far side, over 35 seconds of zone time. Shot, not gonna go. Over to the far side, still along the boards. Two guys are laying on top of each other in front of the net. Oh my word. Up to the point now. Here comes a chance. That's going to be Konechny sending it towards the net. Loose in front still. And now we got a whistle as we got extracurricular Lowry. Getting into it. Everybody grab your partner. Grab them round and round. It's time for a good old-fashioned Southern hoedown. Oh, man. Number 46, Zegras. We'll see if anyone's going to the sin bin after that. It looks like we are. It's going to be Lowry going to the sin bin. For holding. And then we got number 11, Konechny. And we got in the second line, number 39, Matvey Michkov. Alongside him, you got number 27, Cates. And then number 10, Bobby Brink. They are stepping away for another commercial, by the way, so I'm using this time to work on the whiteboard. The magical whiteboard, the mystical whiteboard. Why do I still have that power play graphic up? Oh my gosh, that's old. Oh my gosh. Number 29, Gurbankin. Then we got number 14, Couturier. And then on that third line, also going to be number 74, Owen Tippett. And then that fourth line, we got number 44, Deslauriers. And then number 91, Grundstrom. And then we got number 19, Hathaway. Okay. Offensive lines on the whiteboard. Now we got defensive pairs. One, two, three. No, I don't want the input. Oh, I just turned on closed captioning. How do I turn off closed captions? There we go. Oopsie poopsie. Let's go ahead and get the Bruins defensive pairs here. We got number 45. As the Flyers on the power play. So I should have just kept the Flyers power play graphic up. But here we go, over to the near side, short-handed chance, Kostelic shot, loose in front, taken back by Dvorak. Okay. So here we go, moving it around now to the far side, up on into the Flyers defensive end, taken back by Philly to the near side, Zegras passing back, trying to create some room. Okay. So, moving it around now to the far side into the offensive end for Konechny, down into the far side boards, back up to the point, Drysdale to the near side, able to connect off of Dvorak again, down low to Brink, trying to connect with Konechny, but not able to. Now Konechny trying to get there, but also involved is going to be Kuznetsov. Working with that puck, Drysdale to the near side, Konechny, working it around now, down low, Brink, back up to Konechny, Konechny with it. Moving it around to the near side, back up to the point, Drysdale. To the far side, Zegras, back to Drysdale, back to Zegras. Working around, Konechny shot, not going to go. Over to the near side, along the boards, Drysdale. With that puck over to Brink. Brink sending it on in, down low. That's going to connect with Konechny. Back up again, clearing themselves out of the zone. So here we go, the Flyers with it out of the defensive end. One Zadorov. So here we go into the corner, near side, down low, battling for that possession. And again, now from the top of the zone, Sanheim shot goes wide to the far side along the boards. The Bruins clearing it out all the way again, and gonna be played back on in behind the net of Vladar. Okay, let's take a look over here. How we doing on this? Yeah, we're rolling. Okay. So over to the far side, in front with a chance. The Flyers not able to control it. The Bruins moving it all the way out, taking back. That's going to be off of the stick. Ristolainen to the near side for the Flyers. Along the boards, up through center into the offensive end. Going to be off the stick of Sealer, or not Sealer. Over to the far side again. No, off Sealer, yeah. So, the power play does expire. Go ahead and pull this up. And back on in behind the net. The Flyers sending it to the near side. Pasternak shot! Gonna go high and wide over to the far side. Okay. And the Flyers into the offensive end. Shot. Not gonna get a shot off. So the Bruins now 3-on-3 to the offensive end. The Flyers ripping it right back. And into the offensive end. Back on in behind the net. Swayman to the near side. And still tied up. Puck goes loose into the neutral zone. Going to be played up now by Drysdale. With that puck up on into the offensive end of the near side corner. Down low. Battling for that possession. Middlestat tied up into that corner with Zegras to the far side. Sending it out the other way. Up in through center. Moving it into the offensive end. Come the Bruins. And puck going to be Middlestat to the far side. We got a whistle. Okay. I can get another pair done. York. And number 9, Drysdale. It looks like they might be stepping away for another commercial. Again. Okay, so Andre. And number 24, Sealer. There we go. That is done for defensive pairs. Now we got the easy one. Goalies. 1, 2. That's going to be number 1, Jeremy Swayman. The backup to Swayman today is going to be, give me 1 second here, number 70, Eunice Corpusalo. Okay, 1, 2. So, it's going to be number, I believe, 80, Dan Vladar. In net for the Flyers. And the number 2 goalie is going to be number 33, Samuel Ersson. There we go. A finished whiteboard is a happy whiteboard. Don't you think? That is a happy whiteboard to me. All right. So, they are interviewing pasta, which only makes sense in a hockey content. So if I just tell you that I interviewed pasta, you'd think I just got a bowl of spaghetti bolognese and asked it some questions. Oh, man. But here we go. Ready to roll. We got a far side circle face-off. Ready to rumble. Face-off going to be won by the Flyers. Working with it now and around towards the far side. Moving it up through center into the offensive end. Here comes your chance. With that puck going to be Dvorak into the corner along the boards. Taken back the other way by the Bruins. And it's the Flyers wrestling it back into the defensive end. They'll take it. Working with that puck along the far side with a chance. Into the corner to the near side, down low. Off of McAvoy, over to the far side they go. The Flyers with possession in the offensive end. Zegras working with that puck, passing back, shot, not going to go. That chance by Konechny. To the near side, getting in there, Cam York. Puck gets cleared all the way back out, though. And the Flyers take it back with Dvorak. Moving that puck up through center. With a chance now, here comes McAvoy. The Bruins wrestling it free. And into the offensive end. McAvoy going to send it around the near corner, trying to connect off of the stick of Fraser Minton. Coming up the other way, here come the Flyers. Up through center with your chance. Man, the Bruins take it back in the defensive end. Let me walk the chair. And now up into the offensive end, a chance. Kuznetsov with a chance to the near side, passing to the top of the zone. Gonna connect with Yogi Haru, now down low. Tied up shot, not gonna go. Nice chance there, that was by Michael Isimont. To the far side, gonna be taken back by the Flyers along the boards, coming up the other way, never mind. In the offensive end, still for the Bruins, down low. Kuznetsov with the puck. Working with it, 3:40 to go in the period. Now Yogi Haru's shot. And it's going to be taken back by the Flyers. Cleared back. And here comes your chance to the near side. Taking that back, Bobby Brink passing back, looking for some room. Along the boards to the near side. Into the offensive end, down low. Here comes a chance, Middlestead to the far side. And along to the near side, Pasternak with that puck. Passing it across. Sending it into the offensive end, off of the stick of Hampus Lindholm to the near side. The Flyers taking it back along the boards, clearing it up the other way. Up through center, the Flyers ripping it away into the offensive end. Here comes your chance, Grundstrom, and we got a whistle. 3:06 to go here in the first period. All right. Let's take a look back on X, see if we got any other news. First off, I want to hear this. Let me see here. Guys, I'm here at the scores. I need to hear this. Let me pause my Spotify because I got music that's playing through my ears. Let me just see here. And there was a complete malfunction here. Oh my gosh, I hear it in the background. That's crazy, bro. So here we go to the top of the zone. The Flyers shot from the offensive end, gonna be gloved by Swayman easily. Okay. So let's see here. Ready to rumble. Okay. So we'll see. 2:58 to go here in the first period. Ready to rumble along the far side corner for a face-off in the Flyers offensive end. Gonna take the draw here. It's gonna be Owen Tippett. Oh, my laptop just went to sleep. Don't go to sleep, buddy. Don't go to sleep. So now back on in behind the net. Here come the Bruins with a chance, clearing it all the way up. And here we go. Oh. So in the event of an ABC News special report, we need to go to ESPN News. So let me first off find ESPN News. So that is set up as my last channel. Do we have ESPN News? With ESPN U. But I don't think we have ESPN News. Well, that is a problem. We might lose access to the game. Hopefully we can maybe get it on the ESPN app. But into the corner, near side, moving it up the other way. Here comes your chance. Up on into the offensive end. Oh, what? Okay. I was scared for a second, but no, we're good. To the far side, over to the near, behind the net, the Bruins moving it out the other way. Here comes your chance. The Flyers intercepting it. A chance taken back by the Bruins, working with it out the other way. Here comes Tanner Jeannot passing across into the offensive end, but taken back by the Flyers. Behind the net, over to the far side, taking that out. I believe it's going to be Emile Andre. To the near side, along the boards. into the Flyers offensive end. Going to be taken by Aspero to the near side. Over to McAvoy. Now moving it out the other way from Pasta. Into the offensive end they go with a chance. A shot going to go around the near side. Able to connect there with going to be Arvidsson along the boards. Up to the top of the zone they come. The Flyers trying to clear it out. Kept in by Middlestat. Pass batted down out of the air. Nice stick use by Christian Dvorak. And Zegras takes it into the offensive end, sending it into the corner behind Swayman to the near side. Aspero, and gonna send it up, clearing it out of the zone, but gonna be getting there too. It is Jamie Drysdale and the Flyers. Over to the near side to Cam York, moving it up the other way. Here comes the chance into the offensive end, ready to rumble, sending it around to the far side. And sending it around now, the Flyers into the offensive end, over to the far side corner they send it. Battling it around over into that corner. Along the boards with a chance. Taken back, Pasternak in there trying to rip it away. Battling for that possession, taken into the corner. And the Flyers chance, ripping one, not going to go, under a minute to go in the first period. Ready to roll over to the near side, sending it down low behind the net around to the far side. Able to connect, that's going to be off of Yokiharu along the boards, moving it out the other way with a chance. Sending it in, going to be getting to it is Travis Sanheim for the Flyers to the near side out of his own end. Passing it up along the boards and taken back into the Bruins offensive end. But the Flyers getting it back. 25 seconds to go and rolling in this first period. The Bruins in the offensive end with a chance. At that far side, passing across in front of the net. Shot goes wide. And around, we got a whistle with 15.5. We got a penalty coming up here. Lowry having to get separated from someone. Having to get separated there from Matvey Michkov after that. And the Flyers are going to be shorthanded after the penalty. All right. 15.5 seconds to go. And here we go. So, ready to rumble. Okay. So, let's see. Far side circle draw. The Bruins going to have the bulk of this power play in the second period. Ready to rumble. Far side circle. Face off going to be won by... Oh, who's going to come away with it? It still is up in the air, tied up along the boards. The Bruins coming away. Shot to the near side. Geeky. There's shot. Not going to go. Puck goes up out of play. 5.2 to go. Oh, man. Well, that's a concern. Oh. Okay. So, let's see here. Ready to rumble. We got a near side draw, working with it now, and that is how the first period will come to a close with a score. The Boston Bruins, nothing. The Philadelphia Flyers, nothing. Let's take a look at our shots on goal here real quick. Let's see. So, shots on goal, 7-6 favoring the Flyers. Not a lot of shots so far this game. No goals, but a total of 16 combined PIMs. We're taking a look at our penalties. Nikita Zadorov got 2 for tripping. Tanner Jeannot and Nicholas Deslauriers got 5 for fighting. And then Mason Lowry got 2 for holding, and Sean Couturier got 2 for tripping. Again, a big game for both of these teams. The Flyers currently find themselves out of a playoff spot by 8 points. The Bruins are that team right now that is holding them down by 8 points. So a big, big game for them, but also the Bruins would love to have a little bit of security. Because right now, the Blue Jackets, they're eyeing up that spot. They're eyeing up that spot pretty tastily. At the same number of games, assuming they win games in hand, they'd be only 2 points behind the Boston Bruins. So, the way they've been playing, the Blue Jackets are eyeing up that pretty spot. Okay. Well, let's take a look here on X as we do in between periods when there's not really as much going. Okay. Oh, we'll see here. We will see. So again, just trying to see what we got. Okay. But let's see. So again, just trying to see what we've got. Okay. Okay, just trying to get an idea as to what's going on here on X. Okay. But yeah, let's see. Let us see. Man. But yeah, so far, I mean, this period has been alright. Been a little bit of a slow game. It was actually been a pretty slow game. Okay. But yeah, let's see. Let us see. Man. But yeah. But yeah, let me see. Okay. But yeah, we are rolling here. Okay. Huh. Huh, that's funny. But yeah, we are ready to roll. Okay. But yeah, they are breaking into the intermission report here again as this game has been very much a tensions flaring kind of game. Looking at the fights, Janot 6'2", Deslauriers 6'1". Janot 221 pounds to 228 for Deslauriers. 7 fights for Janot to only 5 for Deslauriers. So Janot is the more experienced and probably better equipped fighter out of the two. Okay. Let me see. Go ahead and make sure I get this set up too. That way I can plug in both ears if need be. There we go. That sounds a little better. Okay. Yeah, just trying to get an idea here. Okay. But yeah, we will see. We will see. Okay. There's like no news coming up on X. Okay. But yeah. Okay. Nope, I didn't get a description. Okay. Oh, I did, but I didn't. Okay. But yeah, we will see. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Philip Gustafson had to. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we shall see here. The Bruins going to be carrying a little bit of power play time, in fact, a lot of power play time here into the second period. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do with that. So we'll see. Okay. Oh, that is interesting. Okay. Oh, man. But yeah, we shall see here. Okay. But yeah, we shall see here. It's been a pretty solid game so far. I mean, again, a very like slow-moving game, but sometimes some slow-moving games aren't too bad. Sometimes they're exactly what we need. We got about another 9 minutes till the period begins. I will be right back. We got 9:12 and counting, so I'll be right back. right, we are back. We are back here and ready to roll. Let me go ahead here and get acquainted with everything. Come on. Come on. There we go. She's getting all situated. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and get my other thing going as well that I want to have. Okay, let's see. We're getting close here to the second period, and it should be a good one. Hopefully these teams can figure out what they got to do. Okay. Because hopefully we can get some good scoring here this period. Right. So let's see. Oh man. But yeah, just trying to get an idea as to what's going on with X. Got any other hockey news or whatever? Okay. Let me get some new stuff here. Okay. But yeah, let me see. Let me see. Let us see. Man. But yeah, should have a good period here coming up of hockey. Should be pretty chill, pretty awesome, pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Oh man. But yeah, we shall see here. Okay. Oh, let me see. But yeah, we are ready to roll. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Ready to roll. Oh man. But yeah, should be a good period coming up. We are just a mere minutes away from the second period. In fact, actually, scoreboard's already updated for it, so we should be here momentarily. Okay. So here we go. We are back and ready to roll for the second period of action here out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, between the Boston Bruins and the Philadelphia Flyers. So after a first 20 minutes that proved to be nothing more than really a fight and a couple of shots, we are ready to see. There's been chances at both ends. Like, Isomo had an incredible chance that just could not punch it in. Kostelic had a breakaway again, but denied by Vladar. The Flyers had multiple chances in the offensive end. Just nobody's been able to find the back of the net. And that has been the big question. I mean, Dvorak had a wide open net with Swayman laid out on the ground and couldn't punch it in. I mean, that was a nice job by Swayman to be able to get in there and punch that puck away, but still. Plenty of chances being exchanged at both ends to the point where the question is, when are we going to get that first goal? And that could be the goal. The way these goalies have been playing, this could be the goal to decide the game. But here we go, ready to roll for the second period, getting ready for the face-off to get us underway. The Flyers going to be playing some shorthanded hockey here, 5-on-4. Bruins still carrying about a minute 45 of power play time into the second period. Ready to roll to the far side, down low. The Flyers able to clear it out of the zone. Going to be taken by Charlie McAvoy up through center. Going to pass it back now. That's Pavel Zacha now with the puck, moving it up through center with a chance to the near side. That's Morgan Geekie taking it in down low. Travis Sanheim trying to take it away. Geekie not able to control it. Over to the near side. The Flyers are going to clear it out all the way. So over to the far side now, moving it up. Here comes McAvoy, going to pass it back over to Lindholm, Elias Lindholm. Over to Morgan Geekie, moving it up through center, trying to find a way to penetrate the zone. He does. Over to the near side, going to be taken out the other way. Here comes the chance. Back on in behind the net. Swayman, dangerous area. Got to get it out of there. He does. That was dangerous. Over to the near side now. Here comes Charlie McAvoy up through center with a chance. Pasternak now across ice to Geekie. Geekie with that puck. Back up to Zacha. Back across to Pasta. Pasta to Geekie. Shot wide left. He had a wide open net and missed. Oh my gosh. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. And Swayman, when he stopped that puck, he was in a very dangerous spot. In fact, actually, Garnet Hathaway almost got that goal. But Geekie, just about 4 inches left. Just 4 inches, and that was enough. But here we go. Face-off in the offensive end here for the Bruins. Going to be taken there by Zacha. Face-off won by the Flyers. Sanheim sending it around the far side boards. Clearing it out the other way, all the way back in behind Swayman. Over to the near side. Here come the Bruins. Charlie McAvoy moving it up through the neutral zone now in towards the offensive end. Going to carry it himself. Sending it around the corner to the near side to Geekie. Trying to hit Zacha behind the net to the far side. Top of the zone with a chance. Over to Pasta. Pasta. Ooh, that pass going to get knocked out. Here comes a foot race to that puck. Charlie McAvoy going to win the race. Taken over to the near side, but that is all but going to do it for that power play. Over to Morgan Geekie on the near side. Gonna send it in as the teams hit full strength. Shot goes high over the far side. Moved out by Ristolainen, and here come the Flyers. 3-on-2 into the offensive end. Passing across, pass deflected into the far side corner behind the net now. Trevor Zegras to the far side along the boards, connecting across now. Gonna connect to Jamie Drysdale. Down low, shot goes wide behind the net. Back up to the top of the zone. Going to pass it in through the center of the zone to the near side. Down low, moving it up, going back down low. Zegras trying to create some room along the boards. Trying to pass up to the top of the zone, down to the near side again. Moving it around, that's Konechny. Down low, and going to be moved out by the Bruins, going out the other way. Here comes a chance. Going to be taken back by Boston in the offensive end. Shot off the post. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Moving it around. Here come the Flyers. Off of the stick of Emile Andre. Moving it up through center. Now after a pass into the offensive end. That was Couturier going to dump it in. Back on in behind the net to the near side they come. Yoki Haru going to pass it up. Tied up along the boards into the offensive end. A chance. Arvidsson down low. Not able to make the shot. Almost falling off his feet. Over to the near side corner. Yoki Haru sending it along the boards. Able to connect with Corrali up to the top of the zone. Sending it down behind the net again. Back over to the near side. Corrali sending it to the far side along the boards. Kept in by Yoki Haru. Down low to Jeannot. Jeannot trying to find somewhere to go. Tied up for that puck alongside Noah Cates. And along the boards, they're tied up. Puck comes loose. Here comes a chance. 2-on-2 into the zone for the Flyers. Passing across to the near side. The chance is gone. Behind the net, tied up for that puck to the near corner. Trying to move it around. Jeannot sending it up. And cycling around, the Flyers going at it again, trying to bring it around in front of the net. Chance not going to go, maintaining it. Brink pass, shot denied by Swayman. Pass across, shot! How does that not go in? And that puck gets cleared all the way out. This is going to be an icing on the Bruins. Or no icing, because the Bruins... Yeah, no, the Bruins knocked out, but no, it's no icing. But over to the nearest, or to the far side now, going to be the Bruins. Passing it up on into the offensive end behind Vladar, leaving it over to the far side boards. Sending it down low, tied up over there, moving it around still. Taken by the Bruins. Shot from the point, and going to be gloved by Vladar. All right. Let me see. I want to skip through a couple things here. Where? I want to find. I'm hunting for something. Right here. I like that one. Got a little bit of music going on in the background in my earbuds. That's the cool thing about having these. I have an audio monitor, and I can put in other music that does not feed into the stream because you can actually directly route audio on Windows. And I did not know that. So here we go. Face off won by the Bruins, top of the zone. Trying to work it around. Shot going to be kicked away, or punched away by Vladar to the far side along the boards. And moving it up the other way. Here come the Flyers, wing to Konechny, passing back to Konechny again on a back and forth. Into the offensive end, passing in front. Shot goes wide after being nicked away. And up into the netting, we've got a whistle. Okay. All right. So here we go. Face off on the far side circle, left side of Swayman. Okay. So face-off going to be won by the Bruins out of the defensive end, passing it along the boards, trying to move it up the other way. Here come the Bruins through center. And around in front of the net with a chance, taking it down low, trying to wrap it around in front. Shot, not going to go. Over to the near side, trying to kick it up to the top, and going to be loose all the way back out behind, taken back by the Flyers. Now back over to the Bruins, over to the far side. Passing across, moving it up through center with a chance to the near side. Geeky up to the area, passing across in front of the net. Chance not going to go. Nice job there by Dvorak to break that pass up to Pasternak. Over to the near side, down low into the corner. McAvoy connecting with, that going to be Drysdale over to the far side along the boards. Down in behind the net, McAvoy to the near side to Hampus Lindholm, trying to connect and tied up for that puck. Shot by the Flyers, not going to go. That puck gets cleared out of the zone, but Cam York with it, holding on to it over to the far side. Up on into the defensive end of the Bruins. The Boston going to take it back along the far side, trying to move it up into the, never mind, the Flyers taking it back, moving it around the near side. Here comes your chance, Garnet Hathaway with that puck. Middlestat now trying to take it away, battling for it along the boards. Top of the zone, the Bruins with it now to the near side. Here comes your chance. Down low, Arvidsson, shot, gonna be gloved, Vladar! Nice job to cover it, but he took it right to the mask. Oh, he was in a little bit of pain after that one. He felt the full brunt of that impact. So he's going to go for a little skate over to the bench. Oh, wow. Yeah, he felt the full brunt of that shot. Okay. But yeah. Let's see. Let us see here. Trying to take an idea here as to what's going on X. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Trying to see if there's any other news to share on X. Okay. But yeah, let's see here. Let us see. Okay. Yeah, just taking a look here. What? Like, actually confirmed, or is this just... Okay, so here we go. Over to the near side along the boards. Hampus Lindholm with that puck, trying to send it in. Back in behind the net to the near side. The Bruins working with it. Back over to Lindholm. Shot! Nice save by Vladar on that one. 13-19 to go here in the period. Okay. So, let's see. Let us see. So, ready to rumble. Near side circle draw. Okay. So, the face-off going to be won by the Flyers, moving it up the other way. Here comes a chance. Okay. So along the near side boards, that puck gonna get cleared out and iced by the Bruins. All right. We'll see. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule. And we got 2 games involving the Florida Panthers, Sunday and Tuesday on national TV. Sunday against the Islanders, Tuesday against the Devils. Also got the Flames and Kings at 7 p.m. Eastern on an NHL Network. And tomorrow, Vegas and Pittsburgh. We'll be live for that one. Penguins trying to rebound. But here we go, over to the near side. After that draw, going to be sent out by Zadorov. Along the boards, top of the zone, sent in by the Flyers. Not able to get there. Along the boards, Flyers still from the top of the zone, centering it. Shot gets deflected. Along, taking it down in, and moving it around. Up through center, shot, and going to be gloved by Vladar. Okay. Let me see. Let me see here. So, ready to rumble. Face off in the neutral zone. Moving it around now to the near side. Here come the Boston Bruins, ready to roll, centering it through. And now into the far side boards. Moving it around now, top of the zone, near side, and goes out of the zone after it goes off the skate of Aspero. The Bruins sending it back into the zone, but the Flyers taking it back out of their own end off of the stick of Grundstrom. The Bruins now to the near side, shot, gonna go wide right. Over to the far side, top of the zone, not able to control it is McAvoy. That puck gonna go all the way back out, and the Bruins have to work it back in from the far side, sending it up into the offensive end. No icing, bodies collide. Over to the near side, and that puck gets cleared out of the zone. Okay. So Hampus Lindholm getting ready to move it up. And a chance in front. Not going to go. Over to the far side. Here come the Flyers with a chance. Zegras. They're going to pass in front. Chance denied. Zegras up to the top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go again. Around to the near side. Moving it out. And around back in behind the net. Over to the near side. Moving it around with a chance. The Bruins trying to move it up. And the Flyers with a chance. Zegras to the near side. Can he control it? Elias Lindholm in there as well. Along the near side boards. Konechny sending it. Wrapping it around to Zegras over to the far side. Trying to find some help. As we hit under 11 to go here in the second period. Ready to rumble along the far side over to the near. Along the board, sending it down low behind the net. Chance in front, denied. Bodies colliding in front of the net. The Flyers thought they had a goal. They didn't. Bodies colliding into Swayman, and more bodies went to the net than puck chances. But here we go. The Flyers back up into the offensive end. A shot gonna go wide left. Wrapping it around. Near side chance for Konechny. Not able to connect. Shot goes wide by Cates. And around the near side, the Bruins clearing it out of the zone. So around the near side, back on in behind, we got a whistle as Drysdale touches up. Okay. So, let's see. Let us see. Man. So here we go. We got, looking at Swayman, 8 saves for him, 12 for Vladar. And here we go to the near side along the boards, moving it out the other way. And here comes the chance over to the far side. The Flyers clearing themselves out of the zone. Got to give chase. And here they come along the near side, moving it up. And going to be taken back the other way. Okay. So let's see. Let us see. Over to the far side. The Bruins down low, trying to get a centering pass up to the point. Moving it around to the near side. Here come the Bruins on a chance down low for McAvoy. Gonna go around. Far side shot. Not gonna go. And that puck gets cleared all the way back out. Gonna be around the near side for the Bruins. Moving it around along the boards. Trying to clear it up. They will. Zaka sending it into the offensive end. Played by Vladar. Gonna leave it there for his teammate, for Emil Andre. To the near side he goes. Moving it around to the near side, far into the offensive end, down low, Couturier. Top of the zone, shot, not gonna go. Along the far side, up to the top of the zone again, near side, chance. Working with it, down low, pass gonna be deflected off a body. Moved out in the neutral zone. And gonna be played there by Andre in the defensive end to the near side along the boards. Tied up and gonna go back behind his tip it to the far side. Here come the Flyers. Up on into the offensive end behind the net of Swayman. Over to the near side corner. Moving it out the other way. 8:48 to go here in the second period. Moving it out the other way. Wing to wing pass. Moved out by the Flyers into the offensive end. Big check by McAvoy. And over to the far side. McAvoy not liking that. And we got a fight breaking out, potentially, if McAvoy drops the gloves. Here we go. Man, McAvoy. So it's going to be Deslauriers going to go to the sin bin here. He dropped the stick, went right immediately after the Bruins. Wow. So just like that, I would presume Deslauriers is going to go to the bin because he dropped the stick and immediately went to go try and fight. We'll see what happens, though. McAvoy gets away from it, but McAvoy not wanting to fight. We'll see what Deslauriers happens to him. But again, taking a look, a nice check, clean check on the body there. But clearly the Flyers didn't like that. Okay. So let's see. Let me go ahead and get a little reload Dota here. All right. But yeah, we shall see here. Okay, I'm just trying to take a look here on X if we got any other news to report of. Okay. Oh man, let's see. Just taking a look at a couple of things here. Okay. So, let's see. Let us see. So I'm going to take a look here. So let's see. Let us see. Oh, it's still on a single heat. Nah, it's fine. Single heat's fine. Here we go. The Bruins are going to be going on the power play. We got another Boston Bruins power play. Okay. So, let's see. Let us see. Face off on the far side. Geeky to McAvoy. Trying to send it around to Pasta to McAvoy to the near side to Geeky. Geeky back to McAvoy. McAvoy down low shot. Not going to go. Geeky getting to it. Sending around in front. Loose puck. Cleared out by the Flyers. Nice job clearing it out. Ready to roll. And here we go. To the near side. Going to be taken by McAvoy. Out of the defensive end. Wing to the far side to Lindholm. Back across to Pavel Zacha. Moving it up through center, wing to David Pastrnak, down low with a chance, trying to wrap it around to the near side, looking for help, up to the point to McAvoy. McAvoy looking for some help, down low to Elias Lindholm, and gonna not go, cleared out by the Flyers. Moving it out the other way, here comes the chance. Geeky, over to Zacha, back over to McAvoy, wing to Pastrnak. Pastrnak moving it around, and uh-oh! We got a special report. I'm gonna hear this while we try to get back the game. Wow, Ayatollah Khomeini is confirmed dead. Wow. Wow. They just confirmed it. Wow. Oh my gosh, can I go to ESPN? Can I pull it up on here? Wow, they have confirmed the Ayatollah is dead. Get access. Sign in with TV provider. 1 second here, just gotta sign in real quick because, yeah. Let me see. We're gonna skip that, and we're gonna pull this up on my computer. Okay. Since I don't have ESPNU or ESPN News, a big collision in front of the net. Corrali getting involved in that one. Colliding into the net. Tanner Jeannot in there as well. In the net of Vladar. So let's see. Let us see. Man. So here we go. Looking again at what happened to that. A nice chance by Corrali. Gets checked in by Bobby Brink into the net with 5:41 to go in the second. So they are at a commercial. We are kind of like doing 5 things at once right now. Wow. Wow. I was seeing it online. It was looking like it. But yeah. Wow. So Iran's going to elevate this to an 11. They are going to take it to an 11 because the family of the Ayatollah are going to be kicked. Wow. They say it continues on ESPN News. I don't have ESPN News. Do we? No way I can search? Oh, they're going to get back to the hockey game. Okay. They said they're going to get back to the game in a moment, so... But we'll see here. They are back here in Philadelphia. We got a 2025 trade deadline, acquisitions and all that. Fraser Minton, Kuzendinov, 7 draft picks, but lost Brazeau, Carlo, Charlie Coyle, Trent Frederick, and Brad Marchand last year. So, bunch of big losses. Brazeau being a huge play for the Penguins. We are back here. 5:41 to go here in the second period. Looking at McAvoy. Trying to coordinate his group of guys. And here we go. Far side circle face-off. Circle. But here we go. Face-off going to be won by the Flyers. Moving it up the other way with speed. 2-on-1. Here's your chance. Moving it through center into the offensive end. Going to go back in behind Swayman to the near side. And moving it up the other way. Back on into the near corner, down low in the Bruins offensive end. Going to be taken by Ristolainen to the far side to Tippett. Tippett moving it up through center. And up on into the offensive end. Taken back by the Bruins, but not a lot of help coming. Pasternak just going to dump it into the corner to the near side behind Vladar. Over to the far side along the boards. Moving up the other way. The Bruins keeping it in for now, but the Flyers ultimately get their way. Moving it into the offensive end. Back on into the corner behind the net to the near side. McAvoy taking a big check along the boards. Moving it out the other way. The Flyers now up into the offensive end. Here's your chance. Jamie Drysdale in front of pass. Denied. Behind the net to the far side. Up to the corner. Moving it around. Shot. Not going to go. Off the body of Hampus Lindholm. And back on in behind the net. Lindholm sends it around to the near side. Moving it out the other way. And battling for that puck along the boards to the near side, tied up. Back on in behind the net. We got a whistle. We got a penalty on the Bruins. Okay. Let me see here. I have not been good at taking the power plays off. Oh no, Cam York's going. The Bruins are going to be on the power play again. Wow. But yeah, apparently it is confirmed that Ayatollah Khamenei is dead. Wow. But York going to get 2 for tripping. Okay. So, far side circle face-off. Bruins on the power play. Ready to roll. Face-off going to be won by the Bruins. Top of the zone, sending it around. Over to that top of the zone to the point. Shot denied. Geeky chance. And a nice save by Vladar. Gonna be moving that face off now to the near side from the far side. Okay. Let me see. Let me go that and that. Let me see. Okay, so near side circle face off, won by Zaka, up to Geeky to McAvoy. McAvoy over to Geeky. Trying to find somewhere to move it around, back across to Charlie McAvoy. Sending it around from the blue line down to Zaka. Zaka taking it down low. Trying to bring it in, back in behind the net to Pasternak. Back across to Geeky. Geeky able to move it around to the point, McAvoy. McAvoy to the near side, Geeky. Geeky working with that puck, sending it down low to Lindholm. Passing across, shot, not going to go for Pasternak. Zaka passing across, could not connect in time, in sync with Geeky. McAvoy back to Geeky. Morgan Geeky working that puck down to Pasternak now. Gonna cycle it up around, get to the point, back over to Geeky. And Geeky passing to Pasta, not gonna connect. Over to the far side, McAvoy at the blue line. Not gonna be offside, surprisingly enough. Geeky down to Pasta. Pasta looking for some help. Moving it around to the near side, up to Geeky. And Geeky down low to Pasta to Lindholm. And wrapping it around now to the near side. Oh my gosh, I am like 30 seconds ahead of the TV. McAvoy over to the near side to Geeky. Geeky moving it up the other way. Over to the far side, into the offensive end they'll go. Back on behind the net of Vladar to the near side is going to be Ristolainen. Moving that puck up the other way. Here come the Bruins. Middlestat up into the offensive end, wing to Hampus Lindholm. 22 seconds to go in the power play, 2:46 in the period. Hampus Lindholm, shot denied, kicked away by Vladar along the boards. Minton and Pasternak in there. Middlestat across to Lindholm, shot denied, loose to the near side, Pasta. To the top of the zone to Middlestat. Middlestat over to Hampus Lindholm, shot denied. Power play going to be expiring here right now. And now from the point, shot gonna go wide to the near side. Battling along the boards. Moving it up the other way. Here comes your chance for the Flyers. Into the offensive end, sending it behind the net. And we got a whistle. All right. So let's see. Let us see. Taking a look at all of the effort there from Vladar. Again, just getting another look at it while this screen's a commercial. But here we go. Vladar, 34 starts, 17 wins, and 246 goals against. All career highs. So here we go. To the near side, moving it out. And it's going to be iced by the Bruins. Okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, just taking a look again at Vladar's stats as we're looking at Swayman as well. 37 shot attempts to 34, favoring the Bruins in this one so far. Okay. So here we go to the near side, down low. The Bruins sending it behind the net, wrapping it around, trying to send it out the other way. In the neutral zone, passing back and going to move it out to the near side, still along the boards. The Flyers dumping it right back in behind the net. Off of Yokiharu now to the near side. Moving it to the top of the zone, kept in, but gets right back out. Taken back by the Flyers in the defensive end, working with that puck to the near side. Along the boards, passing across Zegras, down low, not going to connect. Up to the top of the zone, across to the far side. Working with it now to the near side, a chance, not going to connect. Moving it out the near side, a body collided for the Flyers into the boards. Hopefully he's all right. Back on in behind the net, Vladar going to get a stick on it to the far side. Wrapping it around, the Bruins in the offensive end, passing in front, shot, not going to go. Minton, top of the zone, over to Huzadinov. Working with that puck now, sending it down low, chance, and loose in front, Vladar lunging at it. Middlestat getting in there. Huzadinov getting in there. Everybody grab your partner, swing them round and round. It's time for a good old-fashioned Southern hoedown. Oh, man. So here we are. Again, just taking a look at what happened there. Ugh. Ugh. Man, yeah, Kuznetsov got in on that immediately. And then everybody gets involved. Everybody grabbed their partner. Here we go, taking a look at Vladar as we are getting ready for another face-off. And we'll see. It's going to be to Vladar's left. And here we go. Vladar putting in the work today against the Bruins. So here we go. Face off won by the Flyers over to the near side behind the net. Drysdale sending it out the other way. Up through the center line, up into the offensive end. They go over to the near side, down low. Behind the net, over to the far side, across over to the near. Working it out now, top of the zone, down low again. Working with that puck around the corner. Behind the net, tied up for that puck. Everybody's tied up. Trying to move that puck around the far side, they do. Konechny along the boards now. Aspero towards the top of the zone, maintained by the Flyers. Moving it back in behind the net to the near side. Sending it out, 29 seconds to go in the period. Top of the zone to the near side with a chance. A shot goes wide left. Moving it around now to the far side, clearing it out the other way. Still waiting on our first goal with almost 40 minutes gone. 13, 12, 11 to the near side. The Flyers offensive zone. A shot from the point. Not a shot. 5, 4. Shot from the corner goes wide. Wrapping it around. Near side chance. Not going to go. And that's how this second period is going to end with a score. The Boston Bruins, nothing. The Philadelphia Flyers, nothing. Shots on goal for the period going to be around the ballpark of 20-10, favoring the Bruins. Oh, my word. Oh my God. But a nice effort there at the end of the period. So again, just another solid period. Another solid period of work by both goalies. At this point, that first goal could very much be the goal to decide the game. So we'll see. Let's see. Let us see. Just taking a look here. Okay. But yeah, just taking a look here at anything on X. Okay. Let me see. I'll convert the Penguins upon another decision of his future till after the season. So that means the Penguins are not going to move Gino at all. Not a chance. Okay. So let's see here. Let me see. I want to see what everybody said about that. Let me see. Let me see. Just taking a look again if there's any other news. Yeah, everybody's all up in foot about that. Man. Man. Oh yeah, let's see. Let us see. Man. Yeah, just seeing here. Oh man. We're here for oh yeah, just trying to see if there's any other news to be wary of. Okay. But yeah. Just trying to see here.
When a child is fighting.
Okay. But yeah, just trying to take a look at a couple of things here. Let's see, just trying to take a look here. Okay. Yeah, they are still a commercial. They're still, you know, at the intermission. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Not often I scroll X and see something that makes me laugh like that, but that even without the audio, it's comedy gold. Oh my gosh. At this point, oh my gosh, I gotta pull this up here real quick. Let me go and add the where's the there you are, properties. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go over here real quick and undo that. This got me laughing like big time.
Alright, Ayatollah, it's time to give up the nuclear weapons program.
The program which does not exist even though it does.
Which I obliterated last summer.
Which is why we cannot give it.
Which is why you must.
And why, but only if you will give up the sanctions, which are not killing us even though they are.
Well, only if you give up your other weapons, which you will not.
Donald, are you still talking to the Iranians?
I love this.
Simmer down, baby. I'm already letting you take more land that you say is yours, even though it isn't.
Why does he get to be the only country with nuclear weapons that don't exist even though
I mean, you keep saying this country shouldn't exist, even though it does.
Boston.
Hey, wait a minute, what's that sound?
The sound of people who are not protesting even though they are.
Maybe I promise to help.
Donald, enough. You
I
can't
love
win
this.
a prize for ending a war that you didn't start unless you do.
You mean the prize that was given to me, even though it was not? Well, now we're talking. Now we are really talking.
Oh my gosh, that is comedy gold right there. That is freaking comedy gold. That's the whole Middle East in a nutshell. Things exist that don't, and things don't exist that do. It's a whole mess. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, let's see here. Oh no, is that the bum Iran? Oh no. Oh yeah. Let me see. And the funny thing is, the Middle East is such a powder keg that one attack has now directly affected 14 nations who have either been attacked or under attack. Or both. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a whole mess. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to see, because there was one post. Okay. I told Marco Carubio. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But can I find the thing that has like the 14 countries? There's like, it says there's like 14 countries that have either been attacked or are attacking. Which is just crazy. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, just trying to get an idea here. Taking a look on X, seeing if there's any other news. Okay. We still got about another 8 minutes or so. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Where is it? It's like, there's like, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, just taking a look here. Where is it? Okay. Let's see if I look up 14 countries on X. Oh, man. Latest. Yes. So yeah, 14 countries are either under attack or in war. Because of this simple thing. Iran, United States, Israel, Yemen, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Kuwait, Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Oh my gosh. That's just crazy. Absolutely. I mean, the Middle East is a powder keg. Absolute powder keg. But we'll see here. We still got another few minutes before the next period, third period. Oh, man. But yeah, let's just see. Taking a look on X, we have some chime. As we are rolling our way here in the second intermission. Okay. Oh, let's see. That's great. Okay, so just trying to take a look here. Okay. Okay. But yeah, we are ready to roll here. Third period of action should be hopefully a decisive period. Hopefully this isn't one of those games that goes, 60 minutes, no goals. Is the greatest goal ever in overtime. Believe me. Let's bring in Dougbot here. What's good, Dougbot? What's good, Dougbot-aroni? We are covering the Philadelphia Flyers taking on the Boston Bruins. And so far, this game looks like it could be one of those games that's the greatest game ever. 60 minutes, no goals, and then provides the greatest goal ever in overtime. I hope that's not the case, but we only got one more period of action to go. What are your thoughts on this game? It's tied 0-0 after 2. We'll see what the bot has to say about that. Couldn't quite literally go anywhere with it. Oh, he has answers.
I'm telling you, Jason, the Philadelphia Flyers and Boston Bruins battling it out. It's like Clash of the Titans meets a snooze fest. But they're both playing hard, no goals yet. Kind of reminds me of the radical left's policies. A lot of talk, no action. Who knows, maybe we'll get that epic OT goal, though. But honestly, these teams need to take a page from the Penguins' playbook and put some puck in the net. Defense is tremendous, sure, but we want excitement. I'm hoping somebody breaks through in the third. Can't have another overtime board. Let's get some drama, okay? Let's see what happens, folks.
You know what? We're going to press him. We're going to press him about this. Now, I got another question for you. Why'd you bomb Iran today? See what he has to say. Oh, man.
Jason, let me clarify something for you, okay? I'm just Dougbot, a sports analyst with a real passion for bratwurst and sports. I can provide you insights on the Pittsburgh Penguins or any NFL team, but foreign policy is not my field. I haven't bombed anyone, believe me. If you're looking for answers on geopolitical matters, you might want to reach out to someone more in the know on that front, like those in office currently. Maybe it's a creepy Sleepy Joe thing. Now let's stick to sports, shall we? That's the real action, folks. Keep winning, that's what we do.
You're supposed to sound like the president for a reason. And then immediately you say, oh, ask somebody in office. That's you, buddy. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Let's just see here. Let me see. Oh man. Oh my gosh. But we are getting ready to roll here in the third period of action. Going to be getting started momentarily here. The teams have taken the ice. We are 90 seconds away from the third period of action. Ready to roll between these two teams. Hoping to see if this third period will be decisive or not. Should be a good period no matter what. We have seen a fight. We've seen a net get taken out. We've seen multiple bodies enter nets. But we have not seen a puck enter the net. Well, at least enter the net while the game was being played. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let us see here. So again, taking a look at some of the period's highlights from the game's highlights here. Looking at Morgan Geeky. 5 shots on goal. 8 shot attempts. 3 scoring chances. But starting off the third period, here come the Bruins out of their own defensive end. Ready to roll, sending it all the way out to the near side. Corner down low. And taking it is Noah Cates for the Flyers over to the far side to Cam York to the near. Working with it now, wing to the far side. And working it out the other way, here they come. That is going to be off of the stick of Konechny, battled for at the neutral zone. Moving it around to the near side and taken by Travis Sanheim. Moving it out the other way, here comes your chance. Getting ready to work it out here. And it's going to be the Bruins getting that puck back, potentially. The other chink in this. Oh, it's not there, okay. But here they come. The near side, the Bruins in the offensive end if they can maintain this puck. Working with it now to the near side, Lindholm, Hampus, Lindholm shot, he scores! The Boston Bruins are going to take a 1-0 lead here. The Bruins getting on the board first. Looking at Isemont. Wait a minute. Isemont saying something like a no-goal? What happened? Let's take a look here. They're going to look back at that play, over to the near side. Back up top. They're going to be goalie interference. Oh, no. They might get Isemont on goalie interference. Yeah, they called the goal and it was immediately stopped for goalie interference. Wow. Wow. Trying to take a look here. Sanheim checked Isemont into him, though. So, in theory, there's a case. There's a case for this being a goal because Isemont was checked into the goalie. But I don't know if they're going to overturn this. Let's see. I mean, it looks like the right call. There was a case. There was a case because Sanheim did check Isemont. But either way, we're back out of this here to the near side. And the puck is going to be iced by the Flyers. Okay. So, let's roll here. Taking a look at Todd Reardon, the assistant coach for the Flyers. As we have a near side circle faceoff in the offensive end of the Bruins. Faceoff won by the Flyers. Sanheim to the near side. Going to send it up the other way. Here comes the chance. Through center they go into the offensive end. Back on in behind the net here of Swayman to the far side they go. Moving it around now up to the point through the center ice area. Over to the near side, goes off a stick, and Nikita Zadorov gets it out of the defensive end now to the near side. Moving it around with a chance. Over to the near side, down low behind the net of Vladar, taken back by Ristolainen to the near side. Sanheim moving it up now. That's going to be off the stick of Grunstrom. Back in behind to the far side. Going to be taken by Lowry behind his own net. Intercepted by Grunstrom. Taken back by, that's going to be Yoki Haru to the near side. Crossing, nice pass up to the offensive end. Here come the Bruins. Never mind, they're going to be offsides. Okay. So we will see. Ready to rumble. So here we go. Taking a look at the Bruins being the second best points percent since the beginning of the year at 794. Only behind Lightning at 861 and ahead of the Hurricanes at 763. But over to the near side, here come the Flyers, moving it up through center, up on into the offensive end, back in behind the net to the near side. Mason Lowry getting there for that puck, and it gets moved out the other way, and we got a whistle for puck played with a high stick, I believe is the call. Okay. So, let's see here. So, ready to roll. Taking a look at the the Eastern Conference wild card. The Bruins are clinging on. 2 points ahead of Washington, 6 ahead of Columbus. But hey, the Flyers desperately trying to stay in that picture. Over through center, here come the Flyers trying to get the game's first real goal. Moving it around now to the point. Goes back into center ice, taken by Jamie Drysdale. Moving it around over to the far side. Losing it over there. Going to be Aspero for the Bruins up the other way. With a chance here. Taken back in the defensive end. Here come the Flyers with that puck. Wing to wing pass. Up to the near side to Cam York. And dumping it up into the offensive end behind the net. Over to the far side. Aspero takes it back for the Bruins. Moving it around to the near side. McAvoy. Moving through center, dumping it up into the offensive end behind the net to the far side. Moving it around, tied up into that corner. Now Jamie Drysdale with that puck over to the near side. Moving it up the other way. Here comes your chance through center. Here comes Cates into the offensive end. Actually, that's not Cates, that's Dvorak. My bad. In front, he shoots, he scores! Travis Konechny gets the goal, the game's first goal. The Flyers take a 1-0 lead here at home with 16:19 to go in the third period. But the big question, will this first goal open up the floodgates for both teams, or will this just cause the Bruins to settle up and die? The way this game's gone, one goal could be enough. It could. But we'll have to see. There's the goal horn. I was wondering where that was going to chime in. But we'll see. Is that goal going to be enough, or will the Flyers need to get more because the Bruins finally start getting active? We'll see. So here we go. Over to the near side. The Flyers moving it up into the offensive end, back in behind the net. And moved out. Battling for it with the Bruins. That's going to be Kuznetsov to the near side to Yoki Haru. Up through center, taken back. That's going to be back into the offensive end by Sealer. Down low, Tippett. Working with it, trying to wrap it around over to the near side. Sending it to the top of the zone. Shot, not going to go. That chance by Sealer. Over to Tippett now to the far side, down low. Wrapping it around, that's Middlestedt. Moving it up the other way, taken back by the Flyers in the offensive end. Emil Andre, pass, shot, not going to go. Back in behind the net now, working with that puck, going to be off the stick of Grabenkin. To the near side, to the top of the zone, clears it out by the Flyers. Gonna give chase. The Flyers are 11-4-4 this season when scoring first. Not a graphic you typically see in the third period, but hey, sometimes it happens. But here we go. Ready to go. Moving it around to the near side. And flipping it up through center. Here comes your chance. Elias Lindholm sending it right into the glove of Vladar from the neutral zone. Okay. So, let's see. So, ready to roll here. Taking a look back at that Flyers goal. So, let's see. Over to the far side. That puck going to go back in behind the net of Vladar to the near side. Crossing under 15 to go. Over to the far side. The Flyers trying to move it up. Over to the center area. Centering pass to the far side. Pasternak not going to be able to control it. Sanheim to the near side, along to Zegras. Zegras on a pass up to the near side, moving it up through center. Here comes your chance. Up into the offensive end, and be taken back by Hampus Lindholm to the near side for the Bruins. Moving it up now, McAvoy, after being centered from Pastrnak to McAvoy, back across to Elias Lindholm. Working at it to the far side now. Elias Lindholm again, back down to Geeky. Geeky trying to find somewhere to go. Over to the far side. The entire Bruins team is out there for a minute now. A minute 10 or more on their current shift. All 5 on the ice. So over to the near side now, starting to get a full change in. Over to the near side. That's going to be Mason Lohrei with that puck. Up into the neutral zone he goes. On a chance to the far side. Into the offensive end down low with a chance. Shot denied. Over to the far side they go. Working with it now, going to be off the stick of Matvei Michkov to the near side. Cross ice pass, stretching it to Brink. Brink with a chance, losing control. Back in behind the net in the offensive end to the far side. Going to be taken by Kastelic. Maybe. And the Bruins will punch it to the near side. Tanner Jeannot to Mason Lohrei. With that puck through center. To the far side to the offensive end. Kastelic with a chance down low. Going to try and connect. Back in behind the net. Over to the near side. And now up to the point, Jokiharju sending it back into the offensive end, but clearing out the zone and moving it up the other way. Here come the Flyers with a chance. Never mind. Gonna get to it there is Nikita Zadorov to Jokiharju on the near side. Out of the defensive end, a wing-to-wing pass to the far. Now up in through center they go to the near side corner, tied up for that puck along the boards. Moving it out the other way now. The Bruins still in the offensive end. Middlestat tied up. Can they get that puck broken free? Moving it around to the near side, over to the far. Taken now, Zaka, my bad, across. Shot by Middlestat, not going to go. Over to the far side, that's Zadorov with a shot. Not going to go. Back in behind the net, Middlestat getting there, trying to find somewhere to go. Bodies colliding and hitting the ice. That being the body of Arvidsson. Over to the far side, back on over to the far side again. Arvidsson with the puck now to Jokiharju. Trying to pass, going to be deflected. Big check along the boards, dished out again by Deslauriers. He has been the bully of this game. Over to the far side, Arvidsson. Going to get somewhat tripped up by Couturier, but not going to get the call. Big check dished out there by, on the far side, by Isemont. To the near side, Owen Tippett flinging it out into the neutral zone to Couturier for the Flyers. Up on into the offensive end they go with a chance. Wrapping it around the far side. Cross ice to the near side to Elias Lindholm. Across to the far side again. A chance for Pasta. Shot denied. Over to the near side. Pasta again to the point. Able to connect Hampus Lindholm now to McAvoy. With a shot. Gonna go around the near side. Behind the net now. Over to the far. Goes loose. Going to be taken by Hampus Lindholm. Behind the net now. Over to the near side with a chance. Not able to connect. McAvoy with that puck around to the near side with a chance. Moving it around. Tied up. And going to free that puck up again. All the way out the other way. Here comes a chance. A breakaway. Or semi-breakaway chance, but denied. Nice job by Jeremy Swayman to limit the damage here. Over to the near side. Into the offensive end. Isemont and Fraser Minton battling for that puck with the Flyers. But Philadelphia comes away with it to the near side. Passing Zegras. Shot. Punched away by Swayman. Over to the near side. Up to the top of the zone. York's shot goes high and up on into the crowd. That is going to cause a whistle with 11:04 to go here in regulation. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. We'll see here. Oh man. Let me just do that real quick. Okay. So Scrollax. Breaking news. France has surrendered in the Israel-Iran war. Oh, I love that. As soon as a bomb is launched, we surrender! Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Again, just taking a look here. As they are still at commercial. Okay. So we are back here looking at the Hockey Night on ESPN. Sabres at Penguins and the Islanders at the Kings next Thursday. Unfortunately, we won't be live for either of those games, more than likely. So we will see. We will see. So here we go. We have the Flyers in the offensive zone draw, ready to roll here. And Grundstrom going to take the draw against Mark Kostelic, ready to roll. Face off won by the Flyers to the near side. Top of the zone. Can't control it, though. Battling in. It's going to go back in behind the net of Swayman. Over to the near side. Going to play it to Mason Lohrei. With that puck up through the near side. Now going to go through center. Jeannot trying to control it. Battled along the boards. Grundstrom now with it into the offensive end. A chance down low. Shot goes way wide. He shot that in another zip code. Over to the far side. Down low with a chance. Grundstrom top of the zone with a chance to Sealer. Sealer shot. Gonna be off some bodies. And over to the near side. Off of Kostelic. And going the other way with it now. Here comes your chance. Crawley. Oh, but no. Backing up. Into the defensive end they're going to go for Aspero. About halfway through this third period here. It is go time for Boston. Ready to roll into the offensive end. Never mind. The Flyers getting it back. 3-on-5 though in the offensive end. Needing some help. Backing around to the near side. Bodies colliding. Bobby Brink ends up eating the ice. Over to the near side. The Bruins averaging 3.4 goals a game. Fun little fact there. But McAvoy passing back. Arvidsson down low with a chance. Pass shot. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Puck gets launched across the ice. But Hampus Lindholm going to keep it in the offensive end. Over to the near side. Down low. Battling for that puck along the boards. Climbing up the zone. And that puck is going to get cleared all the way out. No icing though. Hampus Lindholm able to punch it up. And that's going to be an icing. Okay. Now let's see. Let us see. 9:29 to go here. Okay. So we have a near side circle face off to the right of Jeremy Swayman. And the Flyers win the draw. Down low, over to the near side, back up to the top from Tippett. Sending it back down towards Tippett into the corner to the near side. Over to the far, there goes Hampus Lindholm with the puck. Out of the defensive end, passing up through center. Here comes the chance. Up now to the near side, into the defensive end. Wing to wing from Jokiharju over to Zadorov. Sending it back in behind the net. Over to Jokiharju. And punching it all the way up now into the near side. It's taken back by the Bruins into the offensive end. They punch it around to the near side. Taken now Ristolainen. Over to Elias Lindholm along the boards. Tied up down low for that puck. Ristolainen tied it and gonna send it around the near side. Gonna get moved up and along the boards. Getting to it is going to be Morgan Geekie. And to the top of the zone, Elias Lindholm down to Jokiharju. Down behind the net over to the far side after connecting off of Geekie. And Dvorak gonna send that puck out to center ice. Taken. Here's a chance. Mano a mano. Never mind. It's 4-on-5. And you're settling into a regular offensive zone draw to the far side for the Flyers behind the net. over to the near side to Travis Konechny with the game's lone goal. With a chance from the point to Konechny. Sending it around, back up to the point. Taking it in. Drysdale shoots. He scores! Jamie Drysdale gives the Flyers a 2-0 lead here in the third period with just over 8 minutes to go in regulation. The Bruins have their backs against the wall. Oh, my word. Well, let's take a look over here. There's the goal horn. I was wondering when that was going to proc. Okay. Let me see ya. Man, a nice goal. Drysdale found his spot and he took his shot. Wow. Executing with incredible precision. Where are the comments on this? Are there no? It says there's comments and I can't find them. I don't know why. But here we go. The Bruins over to the near side, up into the offensive end with a chance to the near side corner. Taken back. That going to be off of the stick there of number 36, Emile Andre. Working with it. Center area of the defensive end. Moving it out now to the near side. Passing. Cross ice. And York sending it in. McAvoy, though, going to try and clear it out of the defensive end with 7 minutes to go here in regulation. Now, over to the far side. Corrali shot. Going to be frozen up by Vladar. And everybody grab your partner. We're going to shake them round and round. It's time for a good old-fashioned Southern hoedown. All right. So, let's see here. Let us see. Oh, they're stepping away for another commercial. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, man. Yeah, just trying to get an idea here. Okay. Oh, we'll see. Let us see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just taking a look here. Oh man. Oh no! Somebody on X said this was just an undocumented attack, not illegal. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. Ooh, the NHL. Oh! Well, the Bruins got a quick goal after the face-off. I was just getting ready to go back over because I saw the game was back. Wow, that was quick. Pretty much right off the draw, up to the top of the zone and just sent it right on in off of McAvoy. On the ice overturned, no goal Pittsburgh. The play on the ice is challenged with Rule 38, coach challenge Rule 38.1. As in all coaches challenge situations, the original call on the ice will be overturned if and only if a conclusive and irrefutable determination can be made on the basis of video evidence that the original call on the ice was clearly not correct. If a review is not conclusive and or any doubt whatsoever as to whether the call on the ice is correct, the original call on the ice will be confirmed. This is about the Penguins' goal that was taken off. So we'll dive more into that here at the next break. But over to the far side, here come the Bruins making this a game with a chance into the offensive end, trying to pass across, not going to connect with his teammate over to the near side, the Flyers. Moving it up, Bobby Brink into the offensive end, he sends it. McAvoy racing into the corner, over to the far side, wing to the near side, moving it up, off of Zacca to the far side. And into the offensive end they go, behind the net to the near side, Nope, still in the far. And going to bring it now behind the net again as the Flyers will go for a change. Jamie Drysdale going to leave that back there for Travis Sanheim. And moving it up now the near side, wing-to-wing pass over to the far. Passing across into the offensive end, they're going to send it. Back on in behind the net to the far side. And getting ready to move it out the other way to the near side. Here come the Bruins. Low-rye passing across into the offensive end. Kiki Lindholm now around the near side. Down low behind the net to the far side. There goes a chance. Pasternak, a shot in front. Tied up there with Ristolainen now. Moving it around. Shot in front. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Here comes Sanheim trying to move it up for Zegras. They do. The Flyers out of the neutral zone now into the offensive end. Connecting on a breakaway. He shoots. Denied by Swayman. Nice job by Jeremy Swayman. But let's see what the NHL said. Video review determined Pittsburgh's Anthony Mantha impaired Igor Shesterkin's ability to play his position in the crease prior to Brian Rust's goal. The decision was made in accordance with Rule 69.1, which states, in part, goals should be disallowed only if, 1, an attacking player, either by his positioning or by contact, impairs the goalkeeper's ability to move freely within his crease or defend his goal. That's their whole statement on that. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. No, just taking a look here. Okay, just taking a look again. Oh boy. Let's see. We will see. Well, let's see. So we are back here in Philadelphia. 5.5 to go here in regulation. The Flyers win the offensive zone draw. Over to the far side, down low, going to be taken there by Grabenkin. To the near side, shot saved by Swayman. Oh, here we go. So taking a look here, we have another draw in the same face-off circle. Ready to rumble. And here we go. Waiting on the draw. Okay. Taking a look there. There's Couturier. And the face-off going to be won by the Bruins, taken by Yokiharu to the near side. That's going to be Nikita Zadorov along the near side into the offensive end. That's going to be for Huzdinov, and back in behind the net, taken back by Tippett. And the Flyers over to the far side into the offensive end they go. And looking for somewhere to take it. Tippett getting it behind the net of Swayman. Over to the far side, sending it down low to Couturier. Moving it around, trying to connect behind. And going to be tied up for that puck into the corner. Over to the near side, top of the zone. Moving it out into the neutral zone come the Bruins. It is going to be Fraser Minton. Puck gets cleared all the way back out behind the net of Swayman. And let's see, taking it to the near side. Trying to connect with Yokiharu. Over to the near side now, going to hit with Victor Arvidsson. Across ice, intercepted. That's Kate. Bringing it up the other way for the Flyers. Into the offensive end, not offside. Into the corner, near side, taken by Hampus Lindholm. Back by the Flyers again. Down low to the far side. Trying to find somewhere to move it around from the point. Shot denied. Over to the near side. Moving it up the other way. Here comes Victor Arvidsson and the Bruins with a shot. And a nice little freeze there by Vladar. 4:11 to go. Okay. Now let's see. Taking a look at the upcoming national schedule. A lot of good games. But here we go. Looking at Dan Vladar. And here we go. Face off in the Bruins offensive end to the left of Vladar. Face off won by the Bruins from the point. Working with it is Hampus Lindholm. Sending it down in front of the net. Saved by Vladar again. Okay. Vladar having to put in some work now. Let us see. So the Bruins talking it over, trying to coordinate their next shot. Okay. So, Lindholm versus Couturier here on the far side. And let's see, face-off going to be won by the Flyers. Moving it up the other way. And through center they go into the offensive end. They send it, but McAvoy gets it right back. Over to the near side. Excuse me. So now into the offensive end, taken back by McAvoy and the Bruins. Now flipping it across ice to the other offensive end. We got a whistle, never mind. Okay. We'll see. Taking a look at Marco Sturm, first season as a Bruins head coach. First German-born head coach in NHL history. Huh. Interesting. So, here we go. We got a face-off in the neutral zone. Won by the Flyers. Taking it in the defensive end now towards the near side. Flipping it out. Taken back by Lowry and the Bruins in their defensive end. Ready to roll. Moving it up the other way. Here comes the chance. Behind the net to the near side. Moving it along the boards. Clearing it out. The Bruins going to take it back in the defensive end. That is going to be Aspero. 3:20 to go. You got to wonder, when are they going to pull the goalie? When is Swayman going to run? Over to the far side. Moving it out. If I'm the Bruins, I'm pulling Swayman around 2:25. I think 2:25 or less. Whenever you get that offensive zone rush, that's when you pull them. Give yourself a little bit more than a power play to work with. So here we go to the far side, sending it in around the near side into the offensive end. Taken by Geeky, down low behind the net. And over to the far side to Pasta, along the boards, down low, losing the pass. And Elias Lindholm not able to get to it. Taken by the Flyers, they're going to clear it all the way up. With 2:40 to go here. Behind the net now, Yokiharu over to the far side to Hampus Lindholm. Over to the near side, moving it up, 2:32 to go. The goalie, Swayman, could be running any second now. Into the offensive end, shot. Gonna be glove, or not glove, but off the glove and out of play. I would think you're gonna start getting ready to pull here. I mean, like, you gotta make it happen. If you're gonna get the goal, you're gonna have to pull Swayman. And with there being less than 2.5 minutes, you wanna give yourself more of an option. You wanna give yourself a power play. But looking at that that goal from Hampus Lindholm over to McAvoy, that was an incredible goal. But here we go, ready to roll. Far side circle faceoff, 2:28 to go. Faceoff won by the Bruins. Working it around top of the zone to the near side, taken back and up, still in the offensive end. Victor Arvidsson down low, shot wide left. Over to the far side, moving it out. Couple words that'll haunt some NFL franchise. Wide left. Into the offensive end. Middle stat. Along the near side, Zaka. Top of the zone. 2:07 to go. Over to the near side boards. The Flyers trying to move it out. They will. Taking it the other way. Going to be iced by the Flyers. This is where I think you're going to pull Swayman. So I'm going to go ahead and put the empty net away graphic up. Because, yep, there goes Swayman to the bench. Gotta figure that'll be the idea. Give yourself a power play. And they are doing just that. They're giving themselves effectively an entire power play. Okay. So here we go. Ready to roll. Top of the zone, near side, Pasta, shot, gonna be redirected wide right, or wide left. Taken now, Dvorak, gonna clear it out of the zone, but Pasta gets right back on it. 1:37 to go here. Pasta moving it through center, passing, nope, taken back by the Flyers. Dvorak flips it into the offensive end. The Bruins aggressively getting it back out. Here comes your chance. 3 or 4-on-4 into the zone, battling for that puck. The Flyers coming away with it now out of the defensive end. Passing across, Zaka gonna get stumbled up. We got a whistle, and that's gonna be a power play. That's gonna be a power play. We have a power play empty net. Okay. We're going to have an empty net power play. At least I would presume. Swayman's hopping back in the crease. So never mind. Bruins, I presume we're taking the timeout now to discuss strategy. Yep. So we'll see. Marco Sturm talking with his other coaches. And here we go. Bruins, 2 comeback wins in the third period. Tied for the second fewest this year in the NHL. Swayman still staying in the crease. We'll see if he stays in the crease for long. Okay. So here we go. 77 seconds to go here in this regulation. Oh no, it's not even a power play. Wow, I thought it was a power play, but no. Elias Lindholm versus Couturier. And here we go. Face-off won by the Bruins. Coming the other way. Here comes Swayman running to the bench. And it's going to be over to the near side. Taken, that's McAvoy. Moving it over to the far side, across to the near, up into the offensive end. Here comes a chance. Victor Arvidsson gonna be stumbling down over to the far side. 57 seconds to go. The Flyers, Couturier with a chance from center, launches it at the goal, and he scores. The Flyers going to make it a 3-1 game here, and that is all but gonna do it here. Man, let's see, Vishsteg Am I streaming the next one? I am not, unfortunately. I will be streaming next. There's the goal horn. In fact, let me go ahead and put it up real quick here, because we do have a streaming schedule that gets released to this channel every week. So let me go ahead and pull that up. We release it every week as much as we can. And let me go over... Where are you, buddy? Streaming schedule. The next stream I'll be doing will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. where we got the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. We'll be live for that one as well. That's the big one for the Penguins. Then we'll be live for the Blues and the Wild at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then on Monday, the Blues at the Wild, yes. And then the Flyers at the Maple Leafs on Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So here we go, battling for that puck along the boards. The Bruins all but accepting their fate. Noah Cates at center, punching it into the offensive end, over to Lowry. Over to the far side, moving it out. And over to the near side, here comes the Bruins, sending it in behind Vladar. Over to the far side, Ristolainen gonna play it up. And taken by Hampus Lindholm. Over to the near side, up to the top of the zone, kept in by Lowry. 4, 3, 2, 1, and this game is over. The Philadelphia Flyers are going to get a win by a final score of 3-1 over the Boston Bruins. A big pivotal win for this team as they are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Even though they are living on a prayer, they are still alive. So a big, big win for the Flyers nonetheless. Man. With that being said, I do think I am going to wrap up this stream. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub. Always appreciated. Much love to Audience for dropping the subs tip you guys have. Glory be to Christ. And with that, I will catch you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for the Vegas Golden Knights taking on our Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins, baby! Peace out and have a good one. We'll see you later.